welcome to another Looney Tunes commentary. If this is your first time on the channel, consider subscribing as it helps out the channel, and give this video a like if you do like it. So this is a commentary for The Dover Boys at Mental University. Released in 1942, it's the 382nd in the series, and it's directed by Chuck Jones. You can find this on the Looney Tunes Golden Collection Volume 2 DVD set, and on the Looney Tunes Platinum Collection Volume 1 DVD set. And with me today, who are no doubt going to tell me my John McLeish voice is awful, is Bloom Genocide and Austin Kelly. So hi guys.
I tried to get him to do that voice for the entire commentary, but he was just being lazy.
Oh, that would.
I'm not being lazy. It's the Mental University. Like I don't know if I could do it the entire way through, but yeah, this one is an amazing cartoon. Lots to talk about, and it's a nice long cartoon, so I'm sure we should be able to cover off everything. So first, I just want to say, yeah, John McLeish, that name I just mentioned. So that's the narrator's voice, and he might sound familiar if you're familiar with the Goofy how-to shorts, because he did the voice of the narrator there. But according to Michael Barrier in the audio commentary that he did, he also designed these characters. So there you go. So who wants to go next with another factoid?
Okay, well, if anybody leaves in the comments, just play the cartoon. Well, idiot, this is in the public domain, has obviously been uploaded to YouTube a billion times over, so leave Anthony alone.
Of course. I want to
There's a fact for you, stop being stupid.
I want to say, before we get any too deeper into genuinely interesting information, John McGrew, or actually maybe John McLeish, I'm not really sure which one of the Johns that worked on this cartoon, went to the Screen Gems cartoon studio a year later and basically ripped off this cartoon entirely in a cartoon, lovely film called The Rocky Road to Ruin. Don't ever watch it. It's really bad. That should go without saying. This cartoon you should watch. It is a masterpiece, marked a new period in Chuck's career, and Warner Cartoons overall, and of course, basically was the main inspiration for the UPA studio. It's a masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
You can't debate.
Yep.
Well,
absolutely.
Initially it wasn't seen like that, because originally Chuck almost got fired over this cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Apparently Friz Freeling helped Chuck keep his job. So, you know, I'm guessing the seniority you had to do with it. Plus the fact you got World War II, and trying to find another director might have been pretty tricky with a lot of young men going off to war. But I believe this bad guy is the damn backside supposed to be Ken Harris in terms of look.
Yep, it's Ken Harris caricature. If you look at the caricatures of him in like a studio gag drawing or something, he's always drawn as a chicken because his nose was so long, just a chicken. And as a chicken, they could draw him with this really long beak. And they're really stupidly funny drawings. It's great.
This is one of the best cartoon villains of all time, and I just love almost everything that comes out of his mouth. Like the whole gag that we just passed by with the, "Oh, how Dora Standpike, how I love her." Father's money. It's all genius.
Yeah, the delivery.
Here's an interesting question: How much would you still love it if it wasn't Mel Blanc doing the character? Because
his voice is just iconic, I gotta be honest.
Yeah, I mean, he really helped these cartoons get on the board. I mean, without him, I don't even know how popular Warner Cartoons would be, to be honest with you.
Exactly. I mean, you can criticize Mel Blanc on certain things like misremembering facts later on in his career and all that sort of stuff, but there's no doubt his vocal talents are amazing. And speaking of vocal talents, I think Ted Pierce does one of the Dover Boys. I think, yeah, him. Yeah, the fat one. I keep forgetting the names. I mean, I think it's like Tom, Dick, and Larry or something.
Tom, Dick, and Larry.
But
yeah, it is Pierce. Yeah.
And I think isn't it Bea Benadette doing the voice of the lady as well, or am I mishearing it?
It probably is. I mean, I've never taken the time to tell the difference between Sarah Burner and Bea Benadette and June Frey and everything, so I couldn't tell you.
Oh, guys,
if you
shush. Oh. Runabout. I'll steal it. No one will ever know. no.
Oh, you got the
Of
sync down
course you did.
perfect. You got the sync down perfect because
That was amazing.
because we're each playing this file locally on our computer, so sometimes the sync might be off by like half a second or something. Blue, you've been practicing, haven't you? You got it exactly right. That's fantastic.
I do that every time I watch this cartoon.
But another fact,
it's just infectious.
It's so great, and also just to let everyone know, the title comes from the Rover Boys, and just a general idea came from a lot of the books that Chuck would have read in his childhood days. We also get a diagram there, which
wow, look at these smears. These are amazing. I'm pretty sure these are Ken Harris too. God, Ken's such a master.
But you can also imagine Chuck standing in the studio where they're telling him, speed up your cartoons. Your cartoons are too slow. With his Sniffles and Tom Thumb being probably the worst offender.
They're too Disney-esque too. You forgot about that. That's the whole. Yeah. So he went completely in the opposite direction, and then got in trouble for that.
It's like, what do you want me to do?
If you look at the context of the studio, and you understand that Leon, in public interviews, turned down, we're not going to do Disney-type cartoons. We're not going to do features. People can do what they want, but we're going to be doing what we want, standing out in the crowd. We're doing fine. You can understand Leon's anger when Chuck put out something like this. Now, I don't know how popular or how well this cartoon went over with audiences in its day, but today, it's very iconic, and it's one of the greatest cartoons of all time, in my opinion. So clearly, Chuck was on the right track, but Leon didn't think so. All these years trying to create an identity for the studio, and Chuck's blowing it. So you can understand his anger in that.
And we can see Austin here as the Boy Scout. Here he is.
Yep.
For some reason. Yep, that's right. For some reason, peering in the log cabins. I love that joke. I just. Why was the Boy Scout just there with the telescope? Just why? I don't know. Maybe you can explain it to us, Austin. And just this whole thing about delivering this message, and it was pretty much just like, help! And that's it.
Oh my gosh.
And just the gags with her beating the crap out of out of him is just
Dan
great.
Backslide. Yeah.
Unhand her, Dan Backslide. I'm going a little early on that, but yeah. I know every line in this cartoon,
but
pretty much instantly.
Chuck basically said that the cartoon that I guess helped him be funny, I suppose, was the Draft Horse, but many people seem to think it's really this one, and I think it's a combination of both. But that's just me.
I think this.
I personally think more or less this one that's the major breakthrough, but throughout 42, and I would argue 41, he was doing funnier, more unique things.
The Dover Boys is the first cartoon I think that is funny the entire way through, though, from Chuck.
Look at this scene.
Fair enough.
He's so
and this pose.
Oh, that's amazing. This twist is this is such a masterpiece. Look at that layout. I
want to talk about this for another half hour, but we're out of time.
Oh man.
Yes. Oh well. But anyway, guys, thanks for listening, and until next time, take care.
Ciao.